Everyone thought the Segway would change the world. They were catastrophically wrong. For years, whispers of a secret invention, codenamed Ginger or IT, captivated the tech world. Rumors painted a picture of a device so revolutionary it would reshape cities, alter transport, and redefine personal mobility. Steve Jobs himself called it as big a deal as the internet. This wasn't just idle speculation. Esteemed venture capitalists, titans of industry, and even the President of the United States were granted clandestine previews. John Doerr, a legendary Silicon Valley investor, predicted it would be the fastest company to reach $1 billion in sales. The inventor, Dean Kamen, was already a visionary known for groundbreaking medical devices. His track record lent immense credibility to the unprecedented secrecy and hype surrounding his latest creation. The stakes were astronomical. Then, on December 3, 2001, the veil finally lifted. The world watched as Dean Kamen unveiled the Segway human transporter on Good Morning America. What appeared was a scooter, a self-balancing electric scooter, yes, but a scooter nonetheless. The reaction was, to put it mildly, muted. The grand prophecies of urban transformation dissolved into a collective shrug. This wasn't the flying car, or the teleportation device, or even a jetpack. It was a rather expensive, two-wheeled curiosity. The Segway PT, as it was officially known, was a marvel of engineering. Its dynamic stabilization technology, using gyroscopes and tilt sensors, allowed it to stay upright on just two wheels. It was genuinely innovative. But the market didn't care for engineering marvels at a price point of $5,000, roughly equivalent to a small car. Who was this for? Not the average commuter, certainly, not pedestrians, not even motorists. The problem wasn't the product itself, but the unprecedented hype that preceded it. The expectations were so impossibly high that anything short of a miracle would feel like a letdown. And a two-wheeled scooter, however clever, was no miracle. Segway sales projections were wildly optimistic. They hoped to sell 50,000 to 100,000 units in the first year. In reality, they sold a mere 6,000. The dream of a Segway-powered metropolis quickly became a punchline. The company pivoted, targeting niche markets, police forces, security guards, warehouse workers, and of course, tourists. The Segway became synonymous with guided tours in picturesque cities, a quirky, slightly awkward way to see the sights. But even in these niches, problems emerged. The Segway was banned from pavements in many places, too fast for pedestrians, yet too slow and vulnerable for roads. Its utility was perpetually trapped in a regulatory gray area. The company itself endured a tumultuous existence. It was acquired by a British billionaire, Jimmy Heselden, in 2009. A tragic irony, just a year later, Heselden died after accidentally driving his Segway off a cliff. Later, it was bought by Chinese robotics firm Ninebot in 2015, a company that had initially been sued by Segway for patent infringement. The very company they tried to fight ended up owning them. A peculiar turn of events. The Segway's story is a classic cautionary tale of overpromising and underdelivering. It wasn't a bad product, but it was a product burdened by impossible expectations, fueled by media frenzy and venture capital hubris. It became a symbol, not of a revolution, but of the tech industry's often misplaced belief that innovation alone guarantees success. Without a clear problem to solve or a viable market, even the cleverest invention can flounder. Ultimately, the Segway human transporter was discontinued in 2020. 20 years after its grand unveiling, the device that promised to change the world quietly faded into a footnote. A very expensive, self-balancing footnote. Its legacy isn't the revolution it promised, but a stark reminder for entrepreneurs and investors. Hype can build a castle in the air, but only genuine utility and market fit can lay its foundations. Next, we unravel the dark secrets behind the Rhanos's spectacular fall.